is this? I believe his name is Pastor Gray. Pastor Gray. All right. I got a whole bunch of budget videos for y'all lined up. Oh, let me get to a couple more super chats really quickly before we get it rocking. For the dance, you gave me the $5 for the dance, Lawrence. I appreciate you. Shout out to my girl Tam. Says, I am here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Listen, y'all not going to keep on sending me super chats so that I can imitate these celebrities and do these movies and do all of these dances, because y'all know I am a pop culture fiend. That's why I had to get away from fucking black culture, because it was so toxic for me, because everything I did was an imitation of knowing what everybody else was doing. I knew every lyric. What y'all thought y'all wasn't going to see me? Wu-Tang is forever, motherfucker. This for my nickels and my niggas. Can't define how I'll be dropping these mockeries. Y'all don't want me to get into it. Flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. I loved great movies and great pop culture. So shout out to Tam for holding me down for the 100 ball and also for being a bag chaser. I love you, Tam. You are absolutely awesome. I love y'all so much. Shout out to Christian Bailey with the 20 ball, just supporting the platform. Yeah. Shout out to Christian Bailey and everybody that's rocking. I appreciate y'all for the super chats and the cash apps, but I gotta go somber. So any other cash apps and super chats, I will be reading them after I get on these punk ass Christians. Now, some of y'all may want to turn off. Y'all, I know y'all like to watch me inside of the daycare in front of all of the kids. Leave it on in front of the daycare for the kids, because they need to see what a real man talk about and how we talk out here in these streets. They're going to be out here finding out what they got to go home to their mama, and their mama is doing way worse things than I'm talking about on this live stream. So lead us up in the church. Lead it, church folk. I had some people that sent me some a DM, and they said, Anton, I be having to turn it down. And you gonna have to learn how to not talk so aggressively, because we be watching this in the church. This is for the church folk. What y'all think that they don't be watching P Valley and all of this other dumb junk when they leave the church? Listen, God is trying to tell you something. Lead us up. Leave me up. Don't turn me down. Leave me up. Let me tell you about these Christians. I had a person that sent me a message today. And I've been looking at these messages for a while now. Like it be different people they be sending me. And let me tell you what they told me. I'm going to tell you word for word what they told me. I'll memorize it. They said, and think about this. They go out of their way to write this junk to me in my email and my DMs and everything, right? And they said, as a Christian, I'm not joining your Patreon. Hold on. There's more. They said, as a Christian, I'm not joining your Patreon. I'm going to go with real Christians that actually believe in God and can give us the game at the same time, like Myron Golden. You know what I did? You know what I did when I read that? I cried. And tears dropped down my eyes. And I sobbed. And I was heartbroken that I wasn't more like Myron Golden. Now, shout out to Myron Golden, because I like Myron Golden stuff. I think that Myron Golden is awesome. I even thought about getting me one of them things, you know, them little clear things that be coming around their mouth that they be doing with the TED Talk when they be talking, and it's like a little microphone so I can look more professional. I said, fuck all of that. I'm going to go ahead and rock out with this Shure mic. This mic is expensive. This microphone is very, very expensive. I'm going to rock out with this Shure mic, and fuck you. I typed it back to him. I said, fuck you. As a Christian. Fuck you as a Christian. Look, I'm not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. Some of y'all, listen, some of y'all need to be in churches with cotton stockings, and that's cool. Others of you like to go to non-denominational churches, and that's awesome. I done pissed off every single person, every sect of person from every walk of life. I done went off on black people. I done went off on white people. I done went off on men, women, Asians, Jewish people, Arabic people, Chaldeans, immigrants, Africans, Ethiopians, Jamaicans, and these fucking Nigerians. I love my Nigerians, and I'll be going off on them too. And you know what they do? You know what they do? All these people, you know what they do? They be cracking up. They think it is hilarious. Because A, they can take a joke. B, what I be saying is true. So just because you offended by it, don't make it any less true if you run it in the Victim Olympics and you're a black person and you run it in the Victim Olympics. Like, it is what it is. If you fucking Chaldean and you look like a Kardashian and your body is built like an ant, then it is what it is. You don't get a pass from it just because you Chaldean. You don't get to pull the race card on me. I'm the blackest nigga on the YouTube. What you talking about? I might be darker than Myron Golden. But it's these fucking Christians. And as a Christian, because I'm an equal accountability smoke giver, it's these Christians, man. Listen, Christians are worse than modern women like Cynthia G. If there's one thing that I despise more than Cynthia G, it's these fake, and it's not all Christians, it's just some of them. It's these fake, woke, self-righteous, I'm against everybody. I don't like the LGBT community, but I'm over here having sex out of wedlock, being a fake Christian, going to church because it's a dating scene and not actually get to get right with Jesus. I find that these fake woke Christians could quite possibly be some of the most hypocritical people that I've ever seen in my entire life, bar none. How do I know this? Because I've been to church after church after church. I was raised in a church, and I know what a fake Christian look like. I can't stand these self-righteous, I'ma hold you accountable, Anton. And listen, if you really didn't want to join the Patreon, then you wouldn't have typed out to me that I don't want to join the Patreon. Have y'all ever seen somebody that announced that they leaving? Hey guys, listen, I'm tired of this conversation, so I'm leaving now. That's what the fake woke Christians do. They don't just leave. Because if you really wasn't rocking, you just would leave. You would just like not watch. But they watch all of the videos. They send me all of the emails. They do reaction videos about how you a fake Christian and all of this other type of stuff. Meanwhile, you broke, dusty, your grandmama don't like you, your daddy don't like you, your mama wish she aborted you, your baby mama, because you had a kid out of wedlock, and you out here having sex outside of marriage when you sitting here talking about being biblically sound and I'm a Psalms 31, 27, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you just doing all of this and doing too much. And that's why don't nobody fuck with the church. That's why don't nobody fuck with the church. You know who the people that I see is killing the community the worst? You know the people that I see ruining the community almost just as bad as the drug dealers, killers, and stealers, and the prostitutes is the black Christian church. I swear to God, I'm one step away from walking into the church and turning the tables over. If I see another flag, another American rainbow flag talking about we love everybody outside of a fucking church trying to be all extra kumbaya with everybody just so you can steal some more money. Let me give y'all the game on how these Christian churches work. Have you ever noticed that during the election cycle, since y'all want to talk shit, I'm going to talk shit because I'm the number one shit talker. Do you know that, have y'all ever noticed that during the election cycle, the first thing that the politicians do is go to the black church, especially within urban communities, in order to get y'all support? It don't matter whether it's local, whether it's national. The first thing that they do is they run to the black church. Do you know why? The black church is actually the ones that control all of the community funding because they're tied in with the police. So while the black church will say defund the police, they already know that there's funds that's going to be allocated through the police department because the police department is the ones that determine where it is that all of the community resources go. And so they partner with the black church, and the black church and all of these huge pastors and these mega churches, the reason why they host all of your favorite congressional people, because you're supposed to separate yourself from a political perspective of what's going on within the community. And that's why they say separation of church and state. But what happens is because all of the funding, study it, look it up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Look it up. All of the community resources, and the reason why they're saying defund the police and why they okay with your neighborhoods being absolutely destroyed is so that they can steal more community funding because it's routed through the police into the hands of the black church, who then determine where it is that the resources go within the community. When all of these politicians come over into your state and your city, if you want to know, all you got to do is do the research. I'm not going to say all of the people that told me. I'm not going to be snitching and all of that and telling you who my resources are and everything like that, but it's facts. They allocate a certain amount of money and resources in order to pay the black church, even from a political perspective. When you donate to these campaigns and you do these campaign dinners and they got these super PACs, they allocate a specific amount of money over into the black Christian church and white Christian church that they then pay them off in order to sell their congregation members on who it is that they're supposed to vote for. Now, riddle me this. I thought that the black church, or the church in general, but I'm going to say the black church because those are the ones that got the most smoke for me. Shout out to the white churches that just don't say nothing. They just get their bags. But I thought that the church was specifically not to tell you who to vote for, but to give you the game on how Jesus lived his life so that you can learn how to be more righteous and then make better decisions. But they sell you. The black church is the ones that sold out the black community, and one of the reasons why our communities are in shambles. It used to be a place of safe haven, rest, relaxation, and then an opportunity for you to be able to find out who you truly are without living in duress. But now it's the place where you go to be sold out to these politicians, these community leaders, and everything else that's wrong with the black community. They've infiltrated and sold out the black church, who pretend to be Christian. And one of the reasons why people don't respect it is because they know that you sold out, you bought out, you fake, and don't nobody want to come and listen to you because it ain't a real bone in your body. That's what I think about y'all current church situation. That's what I think about the church right now as a Christian. So when I say fuck you, you know that I really mean it because I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart, but I'm saying it because I love you, and I'm saying it because you're fake. Ask where all of the community funding goes through. Listen, don't be lazy. Call your local legislators. Call your community leaders. Call the police chief. Find out where they send all of the funding through, and then find out who does the most partnerships. And then ask exactly how much, because it is public record, but they just don't release it because you don't ask for it. Ask how much these campaigns and these political campaigns are coming through your city when they show up at these churches. And when you see your local pastor and your local leaders, then say, listen, we love Biden because he is the one that is going to continue to serve. Ask them where they got the money from. Ask them how much of a donation these political campaigns had for these communities that don't filter into the parks, the children, and none of this other type of shit. It's a finesse. It's a finesse. It's a finesse. So when you look at your local drug dealer, just understand that the local pastor is right there above him. 1A and 1B of the people that sold your people out within the community, and why we have nothing. We have no resources. They can't even give you game on how to live your life and be a better person as a result of why when you leave out the church, after you get done with the and a howl and you need to get prayer. And when they get done with all of that shit, and it sound good, and you see all of these feminists in the church say, yeah, pastor. Ask me what it is that he taught you as far as how it is to get your bag up. so you can save your family, because we understand that poverty is one of the things in which you lean into in order to operate under duress. And when people can't think because they ain't got no money in their bank account, they not giving you game on how to be a better person, because you can't even think about God because you're thinking about survival. You ain't got no game on how to get your life together. You're not spiritually connected. You don't believe in Jesus. You don't even understand how to think and operate and fix your family, because they sold out. They sold out the feminism. Everybody in the church is alphabet community. It's a dating pool. It's a place where they go to do the most egregious shit. Your kids ain't safe in the daycares no more. They ain't going out and preaching. They don't know how to be fiscally responsible. And the only thing that they're asking you to do is to get in this line so you can celebrate yourself being better than these people because you can give more money than them. No, you wanted to smoke. You wanted to smoke. You came on behalf of your Christians to come and give Anton from AntonDaniels.com to smoke. So now you get it, because I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. This is what you get. When you poke the bear and he decided he want to bite back, I'm a gnaw on your fucking face. Ain't nothing wrong with Jesus. It's perfection. Ain't nothing wrong with the word. It's a living word. I read the Bible every single day, and that's why I'm out here doing the Lord's work, pouring into people, adding value into their lives. So when people leave my live stream, conversely from how they leave your church, they actually can utilize some of the information to become better versions of themselves. That's the difference between me and your pastor. Look your pastor in the eye and tell him if he's willing to stand toe-to-toe with me and have a debate about how it is that we need to do things within the black community, and watch me wash him. He gonna tremble in fear after he see my live streams, because he know you can't, listen, a devil can't stand in front of the Lord, because light always runs demons out of the darkness. You can't cover the light. You can't cover the light. Your pastor is scared to stand in front of me. No difference than every one of these other these black woke, openly gay and all of this other type of shit. They scared. They fearful of me. You know why? You know why? Because it's the truth. It's the truth, and you can't run from the truth. They don't want me coming up on their pulpit, because then I'm gonna tell the truth, and it's gonna prick the hearts of those that's actually listening, instead of making them feel better about their circumstance so that you can finesse their pockets. It's a money grab. It's a money grab. That's all it is. Your community leaders in your church is a money grab. Ain't nothing wrong with Jesus. Ain't nothing wrong with God. Ain't nothing wrong with being a Christian. It's the people that present themselves as such that then turn people off from what it is that God wants from his people in the first place. And now we're going to have a reckoning. Because I will come in your church and turn every last one of the motherfucking tables over and say, this ain't God. God ain't been here. God left this place a long time ago. God ain't been in your church. He left that place a long time ago. Shout out to the pastors that's blessing all of the ladies' homes and praying for them and spreading olive oil when the husbands ain't there. Now, leave me alone. I'm warning you. Leave me the fuck alone. If you want to go and align with somebody that's more Christian-like, then do so. Don't make an announcement. Don't send me another fucking email. Don't DM me. Don't do none of that. Just walk away, because I will burn that motherfucker down. I will burn that whole church down. Leave me alone. Please don't let me focus my Lapeef Let's Talk energy on you. It's going to get real Shabba Ranks in this motherfucker. All right? Okay, pumpkin.